Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to a Q&A slash mukbang. Oh my gosh, I have been craving Buldak noodles for so long, and I finally decided to sit down, answer your juiciest questions. I asked you over on Instagram to just rip me a new one pretty much and ask me anything you guys wanted. Also, I have some exciting life updates, so I'm mainly going to talk about that, but I'm also going to be answering some questions. And of course, I have my food. Give me 1 second because this is hot. I kind of messed up, I'm not gonna lie. I made my noodles a little too soggy, not soggy but watery. I added way too much water, but this is what we're going to eat, and I'm so hungry. I haven't ate all day, so grab your cafecito or grab your noodles. Also, excuse me, I do not have chopsticks. I usually eat with chopsticks, but I don't have any, so we're just gonna dive right in. Look at that. Oh, mouth is watering. All right, let's get started. Sorry about the angle, you guys, but I'm trying to get you to see what I'm eating at the same time. I forgot my spoon and my fork, so I need to go downstairs, but I wanted to open this drink and give it a quick little try. This is a green plum drink from the Asian market. I've never tried this, and I don't know, I've seen a lot of Korean mukbangers drink this and it looks so good. So let's open it and see if it's any good. It smells really good. Okay. I think there should be enough. Honestly, it looks like tea. Oh, my mouth is watering. Okay, let's give it a try. Oh my gosh, that is so good. Literally tastes like a green apple, but a little sweeter. Oh, that is delicious. If you guys want to try it, this is what it looks like. Oh my gosh, 10 out of 10 recommend. Okay, let's have a quick little bite. If you don't like eating sounds, this is probably not the video for you, but I am eating the pink carbonara Buldak noodles. I added tofu, green onions. I added a little bit of chili oil, as well as enoki mushrooms. So cheers. Oh, that is so good. The crunchiness of the onions makes it so delicious. Let's try tofu. I mean, it tastes like the noodles. Oh, and I also added rice cakes. If you guys have never tried them, they're good. Nothing special, but they're good. This is a rice cake, in case you've never tried it. It's literally made out of rice, and they just make them into these little shapes. Oh, this makes my heart happy. So first, let's talk about my life updates. So I have officially enrolled. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I am signing up for microblading classes. I can't believe I was saying that. I have been wanting to do this for the past maybe year, almost 2 years, and I've just been scared because I feel like if I put my focus, my energy, and my time into microblading brows, it's going to take some time away from YouTube, and YouTube is literally half of my life. Okay, I have been a full-time influencer for very many years, and many years at this point, and I love what I do, but I have definitely hit a very hard creator burnout where I just don't have the motivation. There's been times where I lose motivation and then, I get myself back up and I just have this passion. And right now it's like, I can't find it. I cannot find the passion for me to keep filming. And it also has a lot to do with the fact that my channel has never really grown to what I've always hoped it would. And that's nobody's fault but mine. And it's just discouraging when you feel like you do put a lot of work into your work and it doesn't give you the results that you're looking for. You know what I mean? Instagram and TikTok are totally different. I feel like if I am super consistent, I can definitely grow an audience there. But with YouTube, it is so hard to grow. And I've been doing this for 10, 11 years, you guys, okay? So it's been a long journey. I don't think I will quit because I don't want everything that I've done to just go to waste. And so it's definitely been a struggle these past months. And I finally decided to enroll myself into microblading classes. Not only is it an amazing career that you can make really good money off of, but it will also give me that freedom to make appointments at my own time, at my own pace, and in the comfort of my home. And I already have the social media following that I can further grow with that. And living in Houston, you guys, yes, there's a lot of competition, but also to each their own, right? Clients will come to me because I do this or X, Y, and Z. And so I am really excited for this new chapter in my life. I am ready to grow emotionally, mentally, financially, and just, I don't know, just grow as a person. I love the beauty industry and I definitely want to stay in it. If I wasn't doing YouTube, I would still be doing something in the beauty community, whether it be an esthetician, be a hairdresser, maybe not a hairdresser. I'm not I'm not a hair girly, but I would be doing something like that. And so microblading brows to me just comes so naturally. I mean, not to toot my own horn, but I do get complimented on my brows all the time. And I think it's one of those things that I know I'm really good at, transforming brows of other people. I've done it when I was a makeup artist. So that's something that I take a lot of pride in, if that makes sense. But yeah, that's what I wanted to share with you guys. This is some enoki mushrooms. Let's take a bite. Hopefully you guys can hear the crunch because this is so crunchy. Okay, let's get to some questions, all right? I have them on my laptop because I'm filming on my phone. So I have my laptop right here. I just took a screenshot and sent it to myself. Somebody asked, oh, I just spit everywhere. Oh my gosh, this is so good. The number one question, which I feel like a lot of influencers get, is if me and Brian are gonna have more kids. We have Lonnie, which she just turned 11, and then we have Lincoln, which he will be 4 in October. I'm 34? I turned 34 just in March. And we definitely don't want any more babies, you guys. We make cute kids. Just kidding. But I don't see it in the future, Obviously, I love him and I love our family. But I don't want any more kids. We are so happy with both our girl and our boy. We have the best of both worlds. So definitely no more kids for us. Someone asked, what is the biggest lesson your relationship taught you? That is such a great question. So I think the biggest lesson I have learned from being together with someone for so long is that I have a few, but the first thing is us as women, we are emotional thinkers. Men are logical thinkers, okay? I think sometimes we assume that men will know what we want, will know what we're thinking. And I hate to break it to you, but that's never gonna happen, okay? That is one thing that I have learned throughout the years, is that if I want something from Brian, I need to make myself known, because I cannot tell you the amount of arguments that we've had over the year because I assumed that he knew what I wanted, or he should have known what I wanted. No, men just don't think that way, okay? So you have to make yourself very clear, very known, and be very open. Communication. Point number 2, have a great communication with your partner. It could be the smallest things, but if you are open about those feelings or those thoughts, life with your partner will be so much easier, okay? Take it from somebody that I'm not a confrontational person. I don't like drama. I don't like problems. I will avoid it at all costs, okay? But I have learned that if I speak about the way that I'm feeling, it won't trigger me or it won't drive me crazy, because I am naturally a person, I'm an overthinker. And if something happens, I will literally think about it all day, every day, until I get it off my chest. So it's always better to just communicate, have a healthy relationship with your partner, and always say what you want and not assume that they will know what you want. Does that make sense? Okay, so let's move on to another question. I think I'm done eating, you guys. Like, I made 2 packs and I knew I wasn't gonna eat them. I don't know why I was being an overachiever, but I'm gonna save this for later. So let's get to more questions, shall we? Somebody asked, hey girl, what happened with your teeth aligner journey? Did you finish it? And yes, I did. As you guys can see, these are my current teeth right now. Pearly white and nice and straight. The reason why I never updated you guys is because I am horrible, and I don't know, I felt like nobody really cared for that video. So I was like, nah, people don't really care to do an update or to see an updated version. And I'm sorry for that, you guys. I should have definitely kept up with that, but I did. I ended up having to do it for 6 months instead of the 3 months, because when I was getting when my teeth were closing, my gap was closing, I had this skin in the back, and as my teeth were closing, that little skin was getting squished in between, and it was so painful. It was horrible. I hated it. I ended up going to my local dentist and I had a frenectomy done, which pretty much means that they just removed the excess skin. They lasered it away. They even did a whole biopsy on it because they thought it could be something else. Gracias a Dios, it was nothing. It was just literally that extra little flap of skin. And now my teeth are nice and straight. These are not like my dream teeth, right? Like, I think we all have an idea of what we want our teeth to look like, but I'm happy. I am confident now. I can smile in pictures and it makes me feel good. So I did finish my treatment. Somebody asked, how can you be an introvert but still have the courage to post videos? I am an introvert and I never have more than 3 friends at a time, and very rare to post a selfie of myself or even me in a picture to public. I think that's a great question. I think, like somebody answered, there's different levels or different types of introverts, and I'm not like super social. Like, I am not that type of person that if we are at a party, like, I am not gonna come up to you and be like, hi, my name is Karina, what's your name? Like, I will just be chilling in the back of the room, minding my business. But if you talk to me, I will talk to you. So I think I'm an introvert to a certain extent, but not to the point where I will totally avoid people, you know? And I don't know, I've been doing this for so long, so I'm at a point where I'm so comfortable in front of the camera. But the reason why I don't vlog is because I don't like vlogging in front of other people. I don't like vlogging. For example, if I go to Walmart, you will not catch me with a camera on my hand, because just the thought of people looking at me, Somebody asked, do you think you'll ever do a meet and greet? If you could collab with any other influencer, who would it be and why? I don't think I will ever do a greet and meet. I think I would just be way too shy, super awkward. Again, I don't like attention on me. I don't like being the center of attention. So knowing that I would have people just there for me, like, that makes me, I don't know. I never say never, right? But I don't think I will. But who knows? Maybe one day I will have the guts to do it. And if I could collab with any other influencer, who would it be and why? I would probably collab with my friend Tatanisha here on YouTube. And why? Because she's an amazing artist. She's one of the best makeup artists that I personally know. She's sweet, she's humble, she's positive. She's just that girl, and she's drop dead gorgeous, and we're actually friends like on a personal level. So Tatanisha, hit me up, girl. Somebody asked, what do you do for grown-up fun other than hang out with the new friends you mentioned? I feel like it must be hard since you're a mom, a wife, and a content creator. I love your videos, by the way. Thank you so much. So grown-up fun, I really don't go out much besides like what we do with our family. So my husband, my kids will go out to parks, we'll go out to dinner, we'll go out on little adventures like that. But as far as me, like if I have me time, I will probably go shopping. I'll go to Ulta, I'll go to Sephora by myself, I'll go to, I don't know, Kohl's, Old Navy, stores like that, and either window shop or actually shop. And that's just kind of like my distraction from being at home all day, working all day, filming, editing, answering emails, all that stuff. So I do that, and then whenever I do hang out with my friends, we'll either go out for dinner, which we love Korean food. We love going to like hot pot, Asian food, Korean barbecue, or sometimes we'll go to like those places that are a bar slash restaurant, and we'll just have a few drinks, you know, things like that. That's my grown-up fun. Okay, there's quite a few other questions, but I think this video has been long enough, and I mainly wanted to talk to you guys about my new journey and me starting to work on microblading brows. If you are in the Houston area, let me know in the comment section down below. I will start my classes in May, and it's a 3-day course, and I'm just so excited, you guys. Like the girl that I'm going to, she slays brows. Okay, so I'm excited to learn a new technique and just to grow as a person. But if you guys have any other questions that I did not answer, leave them in the comment section down below, and I will try to answer them to the best of my ability. So with that said, thank you so much for being here. I love you. Stay safe. I'll see you guys in my next video.